Good morning from the West End. It's a very sunny day here. We're just on Sauchiehall Street beside Kelvin Grove Park. It's time of change for Ox and Finch. Long established. You may think that you know the restaurant from being here over the last 10 years, but it's returned with a brand new look, a new head chef. I'm having a chat this morning with Craig Nelson, who's just finished his morning blowtorching of the fish in preparation for a busy day ahead. How have you been finding things since you reopened this week?
Good. It's been stressful. It's been full on. I don't think we've stopped, like from the minute we walk through the door to the minute we leave. The nights have been late. We've been getting out at 1:30, 2 in the morning a few nights, just try to get the clean down out of systems. But we're getting there. We're better every day, which was what we always planned.
Yeah.
Loads of different obstacles each day, things that you don't think about, and then it happens. And you're like, right, what did we do here? But the team, like the work they put in is like crazy.
Yeah.
Like the effort they put in, how much they care is a big thing, because you can put in a good amount of work and work 15 hours a day but not really care about it.
Yeah.
But I think when everyone's, because it's an open kitchen as well, and they see the guest reactions and guests are coming up and interacting with us, I think it kind of gives them that extra boost.
That's always been the buzz of this place, right? Because, you know, like there is a close relationship between the chefs in the kitchen doing
Exactly.
their things, the staff, the guests that are coming in, especially regulars. And I've always sensed that, you know, like the chefs will have particular favourites on the menu, and that they'll get a big kick out of when their ones kind of pulling ahead of their neighbouring chefs and stuff
and
like
that's
that.
why I wanted to make sure there was, well, I mean, there's only one dish on the current menu that was on the closing menu, and it's the cod cheeks. Like,
Yeah.
and it's, we sell a lot of them, and I wanted people to come back and be like, oh God, look, that's still on the menu. And then they look at the menu and there's like, oh my God, that's like, there's so many other different things on the menu. So that and the chips, with a few tweaks on the chips, and we now cook the cod cheeks down with dashi instead of chicken stock, and we season the chips with like a dehydrated yeast and herb kind of salt, just to kind of change it and kind of, well, try and make it tastier really.
Yeah.
So yeah, they two are definitely the highest selling dishes out of the whole menu, which is good to see.
You were here before, so tell me
Yeah.
about that first time here and then what happened in between.
Cool. So yeah, I started here. I cannot remember the year, but I was here for 4 years. Joined as chef de partie, and then left as sous chef for about 4 years, and then I went to London during COVID, which was a silly mistake because I was up the first 4 months. Were just up in Glasgow, back down to London for about a good amount of time. So it was frustrating, not really getting into the flow of things. And then yeah, I had like five solid years down there at the Harwood. I joined there as CDP, and then about a year and a half into it, I went up to junior sous after Sally left, and then we changed a few things in the kitchen. Jake left. Josh, the sous chef, moved up to head chef, and then I took Josh's position as sous chef, and I was there for another 2 years.
So that's kicking at quite a high level,
Yeah,
right?
it was crazy. Yeah.
What did you learn there that you brought back here?
Organisation. I think I definitely realised the passion for it down there and the mentality that you need. Like, you are going to get picked up on a lot of stuff, but it's about like bouncing back from it and not becoming upset from it. I'm realising that you've just been taught something rather than treat it as a downfall, like a loss almost. And the standard was the biggest thing. Like, no matter if we had 90 covers in or we had 30 covers in, or we're really busy, or one person short in the kitchen, or the KP didn't show up, it would always be the exact same every single day. And that really got drilled into us, always do the same things the same way every day. So you've got that system. So if something does go wrong, the system's still in place.
Yeah.
You know you can kind of work around it. Yeah, I mean, the standard was the biggest thing, and just the fact that you couldn't stop all day. And these guys have took to it really well, because I said that to them. I was like, we're not going to be able to chill out for the first, well, never really, but especially for the first 6 months. Like, it's going to be the most spoken about opening of 2025 by far. Like, it's an institution in Glasgow, so and they've took to it really well and try to create that standard. Like, no one's just tried to put something up to the past because they're busy. And I said that in all the meetings we had before. Like, we can come in every single day and do okay and leave at the end of the night, or we can come in every day and do really, 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 really well. and leave, and you're walking home at night and you're like, God, that was a really hard day, but everything
Yeah.
was done exactly. And the guests have seen it, and Johnny and Daniel have seen it in the past. Like, there's a lot of things that were kind of, oh, you know, come on, let's this a little bit better and change it, and really kind of focusing on it. And it's good because Kevin's here, so when me and Kevin are on at the moment together on shift, he'll kind of jump on the pass and I'll kind of float and show guys stuff, and then vice versa as well. Like if it's a different period, I'll just do the pass and Kevin will float, which is good because when I'm not here, Kevin needs to know obviously everything in the kitchen. So it's worth putting in the effort and, like, you know, staying a few hours later and coming in a few hours earlier to make sure everyone knows what they're doing, because then when I'm not here, or if I'm on holiday and Kevin's got a day off and we promote people, then we know everyone knows how it should be. And teaching in front of house that as well, like this is how we want it to be. If something tries to leave the past and it's not like that, then just give us a little shout and we'll fix it. But it's been really good. We've done what, five services now. 3 of them are friends and family, and then Tuesday and Wednesday. Yesterday was definitely the hardest day because it was 250 covers of paying customers straight
that's
through.
A busy day.
And everyone was deflated. But then you need to pick it back up for the clean down, because you don't want to be here that late. So you need to find that second burst of energy to keep pushing everyone and get the fridges done and all the stoves cleaned and everything. So it's but that's been good. It's been really, really good.
Ox and Finch it will get a lot of attention from the city because, you know, it's a well-established restaurant. It's something that people identify with the best of cooking in the city.
Yeah.
But, you know, like international magazines, when they look at Glasgow, they talk about Ox and Finch,
yeah.
and, you know, like it's an award-winning restaurant. So you're inheriting something that you want to push forward.
Of course.
What do you want to bring to the equation? What gets you excited in terms of ingredients and things that you want to introduce to Ox and Finch?
I think the seasonality part of it's massive. Like, if you look at the menu now, like 70% of the stuff that's in season in the UK is on the menu. We had a little pushback just before the opening. So the opening menu we had was, well, the menu we're kind of sitting with was like kind of late winter, early spring. And we had everything set, everything was like set in stone. So we said, well, we'll push back the kind of spring menu change just a few weeks because everything was settled, the costings were done, the press had kind of little bits of the menu, so we wanted to keep to that. Seasonality and kind of make it quite fun as well, the menu. At the Harwood there was a lot of classic techniques and flavours, so there's a little bit of that here as well. But Ox and Finch has always been that kind of fun, exciting menu. You come in and you can have a lovely bit of braised beef with palm puree, wild garlic and bordelaise, but then you need to have like the sea bream cruddle with dashi and citrus. It's something that's kind of, you've got spicy things, you've got kind of classic things as well, so it's trying to find that balance. But that's what's really good about here is you're not stuck to one kind of like cuisine or style. Like the Harwood, it was always like everything had to be British, which was great. It became harder because everything you used had to be British. The flavours had to be British, so you couldn't use like paprika, like on burrata or anything, because obviously that doesn't come from the UK. So it was fun being able to kind of like just explore the kind of things. And just kind of bring the standard Ox has always had. Obviously with the new kitchen making up that standard, which is massive. The Athenor suite is a machine. Like the stuff we can do on that's really, really good. It's smaller, but there's more energy in it. I mean, you come in every morning and you're like, God, look how good it looks. And then 6 hours previous to that, the guys are scrubbing it. So it's a good thing to kind of see that part of it as well. That's it.
Okay, after cooking at the Harwood, after being in London, after chefing at that level, lots of opportunities open.
Yeah.
So you come back here, obviously this is a great opportunity for you, but do you see in a wider sense that Glasgow is a good city for a chef of your standard to return to?
Yeah, of course. Like when I went down to London, the food scene was good. And then over the course of the kind of 4 or 5 years, I've seen it kind of getting better and better. And I always said that I would always probably end up back in Glasgow. I'm not saying I'm going to be in Glasgow the rest of my life. But I think the story of me coming back here was a big one. Like I started here like when I was a kid. I was like 17 pretty much. And this opened my eyes to like how restaurants should be run. Like it was food focused and guest focused. And I seen that from a kitchen point of view. Like I wasn't senior at that point, and then I became senior seen it again. And then when I was at the Harwood, like, the chefs were always such a part of the guest experience. If we had a VIP in, or we had, you know, industry people in, or just people that were foodies, like we used to have loads of regulars that came in, and we would always be part of their experience, going down, speaking to them, you know, getting a little extra dish up there for them to try. So yeah, I think the food scene here now is great. Like, you've got Unilome, Kale Brew, the Gannet, Margot, Seb's, like, and they're all different in their own styles, which is good. And then yeah, when me, Johnny, and Daniel had the conversation, it felt right. And it was hard leaving London, because you're down there for 5 years. You almost kind of call it your home. You meet people for life, and you kind of get settled there. But then I think it's classic kind of chef. Like, they're never really settled. They always kind of want something else. And Mum was happy I was coming back home, so that was a big one.
Right, well, welcome home, and I look forward to being in for lunch soon. Thank you, Craig.
Thank you very much.